Hi, this is Abhishek Ramchandran and I'll be presenting my forensics final project. So the environment I made for my final project consists of a Windows based machine which is connected by a USB drive which has Kali installed on it, and my program is installed on the Kali USB drive. So when this boots up, it gives you a certain real life scenario where you boot an operating system via a pen drive. So going into that, so when I log into the system, Kali will pull up my program as a startup application because I wrote a certain script that allows the GNOME interface to identify my program as a startup program. So when I just load in, which I should do now, it will pull up my program console, which is going to be up in a minute. So my program has two options that allow me to carve files and information out of a disk, and as you can see, it automatically pulled up my program. So the first being a bulk extract information of the disk, so it uses bulk extractor to extract credit card numbers, telephone numbers, domain names, URLs, your EXIF data, etc. And the second option being FLS file grab allows you to uh, carve files out of the system. So Windows being my base system here and Kali being my subsystem here, Kali has a feature that allows you to mount drives onto it, and with the help of FLS iCat I can extract data of it. So jumping right into my program, I select 12 because the sum of 1 and 11 is 12, and it allows you to do multiple operations together. So it asks me what kind of files I want from the disk. So there are three options: documents, files, and media files. So select all three of them by hitting 1, 2, 3. So now it asks me to specify a directory name. So I just give it fls underscore files, and now it asks me for the type of extract I want to do. So the first method is a manual method where I can specify the disks I want to be extracted, and the second method being an automated method where the program just pulls up drives from the system and extracts information out of it. So I select the first method. So it gives me a list of drives that are there and can be mounted on the system. So SDB1 and SDB2 are part of the Windows base system. So for this presentation, I'll be showing you SDB1, and I'll be showing you a little instance of SDB2 because when the disks are quite big, maybe 10 to 20 gigs big, this program takes a little amount of time. So for SDB1 it's instant, that's why it's good to show you this demonstration of SDB1. So I can give in a list of drives that I want with comma separated values. So I mean, for now I'll be doing SDB1. So with SDB1, it instantly mounts the drive in read-only format and with a read-only flag, and extracts information of it. So as you can see, it's completed the file carving, and when I look into SDB1 useful files, shows me all the files that it carved. So there are document files, there are picture files, and there are mp3 files which are there. So given an instance where somebody is committing a crime, they record stuff about the crime they committed or the death threats that they've sent. So these things lie on the system, and my program helps to carve these things out of the system just like that. So now for the bulk extract, it's asking me what directory I want to store the bulk extract information in. So I say bulk files. Yeah, just bulk files. I go for a manual extraction again, SDB1 again, and bulk extractor mounts the disk and finds information of it. So your information like credit card information, telephone numbers, domain names, and email addresses which are there. So stuff that the FLS doesn't go into, bulk extractor goes into fine-grained extraction of such material. So as you can see, you have your credit card text. So I put in a list of credit cards which are there, and all of them are here. And you go into domain names and it shows you. So generally all the information you should get from bulk extractor is there. There's some information that is not there, like your IP histogram, because since SDB1 is just a 100 MB disk, there's no record of IPs in that because it's a bootable, it's a boot sector of Windows which I've just scanned. So something like EXIF data which is there. So it gives you EXIF data, the time, the original time when this document was created, and when and where it was created, and all kinds of things. So this is the demonstration for SDB1. Going into SDB2. So my program will run in an infinite loop because unless and until you give the option to exit, it won't exit. So I select 12 here again, but this time I'll select SDA1, SDB2 for the demonstration. I won't be able to complete this demonstration because it takes a lot of time to extract files from this 20 gig hard disk which is there. So I'll just show you a brief instance of what it does exactly. So I'll be giving in, say, a folder name bulk underscore files. So when I take the method of extraction to be manual, SDB2, just going into bulk files, you can see the way, oh, this is the wrong bulk files, I'm sorry. SDB2. So the moment it starts extracting stuff, you can see you'll be able to see files coming and going here, and the valid files going into useful underscore files folder. So as you can see, it's going through the files which are there on the system, and it's dumping all the useful files that we asked for into useful underscore files. So as you can see, it has already started dumping files into this, and the certain files that I added to this system, this drive also, that were kind of part of the fictional crime I committed, and I've got all fictional characters in that. So as you can see, Nancy underscore Drew underscore death, a recording of her death is there in this drive already, because my program was able to somehow capture this initially. So it's playable and you can listen to it, and it's really horrific because I don't know where I got it from. It was online somewhere. Yeah, so as this program keeps running, it'll keep dumping files in until it reaches the end of the disk, and then it will call bulk extractor again, just like the SDB1 scenario. Thank you for listening to my presentation. This is Abhishek Ramchandran signing off.